Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about disk scheduling algorithms. Myself, Dr. Saroj Ranwal, Professor at Rajasthan Institute of Engineering and Technology, Jaipur. Before we discuss about that disk scheduling, first you will just have a look on this disk architecture, or you can say the disk structure. You can say that disk is divided into tracks, and tracks are further divided into sectors, and different tracks all together form the cylinder. The platters are shown. Disk arm is shown. That arm head is there. That read write head is also there. So whenever the rotation is take place, the disk arm move from one place to another place. Also, you can have the look on the spindle, the different sectors, cylinder, plater, and the rotational diagram. This is representation. So now we'll just have a look on the slide that what we are going to discuss in this scheduling. Said first, what is the introduction that FCFS first come first scheduling, shortest seek time first scheduling, scan scheduling, see scan scheduling, look and see look scheduling. The purpose of this content is to provide one with help to disk scheduling algorithm. Hopefully, with this, one will be able to get a stronger grasp of disk scheduling algorithm. As in disk scheduling, we know the operating system is responsible for using hardware efficiently. For the disk drives, this means having a fast access time and disk bandwidth. So our performance parameter here is to reduce the seek time or to minimize the seek time, and so that we can minimize the access time of the disk. So this access time consists of two major components: seek time as well as the rotational latency. Latency, we can see that there should be no delay. The rotational latency is the additional time waiting for the disk to rotate the desired sector to the disk head. And seek time is the time for the disk to move the heads to the cylinder containing the desired sector. So our target here is to minimize seek time, as seek time is equivalent to seek distance. Disk bandwidth is the total number of bytes transferred divided by the total time between the first request of service and the completion of last transfer. So as we know, there are two types of processes: system processes and user processes. And whenever we request for I/O, it includes the I/O mode, disk address, memory address, number of sectors to transfer. OS maintain queues for request per disk or device. Idle disk can immediately work on I/O request. Busy disk means work must queue. So our target is to minimize the seek distance on different kind of algorithms, as this is the diagram or component of disk I/O transfer. Here you can have a look that data transfer, the device bus is shown, and wait for channel and wait for devices are represented. Here to go through the disk scheduling, we should know that what are the queue values, that where are the requests are made. Note that drive controller have small buffers and can manage a queue of I/O requests for varying depth. Several algorithms exist to schedule the services for disk I/O request. The analysis is true for one or many platters. You can see that we illustrate them with a I/O request queue, that cylinders are between 0 to 199. Here, this is the sample example. You can vary, and in exam, you will find different kind of data sets. Okay, here in the queue, that the head positions or movements are given at 98, 183, 37, 122, 14, 124, 65, and 67. And the current head position is at 53. So as we know, there are different kind of scheduling algorithm: first come first serve, shortest seek time, elevator, or that is also called scan algorithm, circular scan algorithm, look and see look algorithm. So first of all, we'll discuss about this first come first serve algorithm. As the name suggests, whichever request come first, the disk will schedule that. Handle IO requests sequentially, fair to all processes, approaches random scheduling performance if there are many process or requests, suffer from global zigzag effects. Okay, so this is about the first come first serve scheduling. As this is the simplest approach, but here the head movements are high as compared to another algorithms. You can have the look on the slide. That data set is given to you. So the illusion we can the illustration we can say that in first come first serve, as the name suggests, we'll just request the first we'll request first that we have received that position request first. Like at current head position, our head is at 53 and next request is of 98. So the head will move from 58 to 98. After that, in the queue, next request is of 183. So head will move from 98 to 183. Then next one is 37, so we'll just move back to 37. After that, 122 and 14 is the next request, and from 14 124, and from 124 to 65, and next is 67. So at 67 the request will end. So here you can say the total head movements are here. You will just count the difference between 98 and 53, 183 and 98, and so on. So total here the distance calculated as 640 cylinders. Okay, this is the total head movements, 640 cylinders. You can equivalent it as 640 time unit for this first come first serve disk scheduling algorithm. So it's two huge number. So next is shortest seek time first, in which will minimize the seek distance or seek time. So that we'll discuss in the next class. I hope this is clear to you all, that in first come first serve disk scheduling, we'll just receive the request and complete that one by one in a sequential order. Thank you.